Flag on the Take is back, baby.
Yes,
We
sir.
are back here. We got a brand new segment for you guys. We're going to be talking baseball. We're going to be talking wrestling. Going to be talking basketball. Going to be talking a little football as well. We got a little well-rounded episode going on here today. And this well-rounded episode is brought to you by Huga House. Looking for top-of-the-line quality hats, beanies, long sleeves, and hoodies at a competitive price? Check out Huga House and use code FLAG15 for 15% off your purchase. That's FLAG15 for 15% off at checkout. Worn by people such as Aaron Rodgers, Shane Gillis, Shohei Ohtani, Josh Allen, and more. Shop Huga House today. What is up, Unc?
What is up, Neff? Real quick, you got to show off the merch. Show off the merch real quick, just so the
Got
people
the
can
green
see.
one on
Yeah.
today.
Also appreciate
Yeah.
that Pulp Fiction hoodie that you got on, because that's
One of my favorite
That's it
hoodies,
right there.
or what? Not what? It is one of my favorite hoodies. One of my favorite movies of all time. When
That's
we
a
get the
good one.
studio set up, we're gonna have a little Pulp Fiction poster in the background. You know what I'm saying? Come
yes,
on
sir.
now.
But I'm doing good, Neff. How you doing today, man?
Today is the first day I've been alive since the last time we talked. For those who don't know, the reason that we have been low-key dark on socials is because I have had the flu. But you know what? We have survived the flu.
We're not going to apologize for winning.
You're damn right we're not going to apologize for winning. We're back and we're ready. Let's do it. I'm feeling good. You ready, Unc? You ready
Yes,
to
sir.
give the people a brand new segment?
Let's get into it. Uncle's ready.
All right. So today, when on release day, will be February 19th. You know what middle of February is? It's the beginning of baseball season. So we are bringing a brand new segment to Flag on the Take, since I know a lot more about baseball than Unc does. So we
Understatement.
have, drum roll please,
Oh,
baseball camp for Unc.
yeah.
That's right. We'll probably tweak the name a little, but it is a segment that will stick. So this is what we're going to use to educate Jordan about baseball, about what's going on and everything, and just teach him more about the game. And for those of you listening who don't know that much about baseball, hey, maybe you can learn something too. So we are going to get into that right off the rip, since it is a lot of
Absolutely.
baseball news right now. So we're going to start with the biggest piece of news, in my opinion, that came out earlier today, or yesterday at time of listening. Vlad Jr. and the Blue Jays officially do not reach a contract extension at the end of his set deadline. So,
Put this in NFL or NBA terms.
real quick, I don't blame Vlad because, well, Jordan, you understand money. If a team coming at you offering $350, but your agent's telling you you could get a bare minimum of $550 as long as you don't snap your neck.
You're going to
this
try to get
season.
that 550.
Yeah, so Blue Jays won't go above like 350, 375, and Vlad's bar, based off of contracts like what Soto and Ohtani got, his bar starts at 500 mil.
Mm-hmm.
Vlad Jr. It's tough. It's tough because his dad is a Hall of Famer in his own right. So, like, immediately people would say like Shadur. If Shadur was an established star in the league, I would say like Shadur, but he's not. So I need someone that's more like outgoing, controversial, young, but is very good. So I'm gonna go with Micah Parsons.
I would have took Baker
Kinda
Mayfield too. I think that's good. Okay.
Well, no, because Vlad is actually like really good. Like he's actually one of
Okay.
the best players in the league.
Okay.
So that's why he's gonna be getting like over $500 million.
Got
So
you.
it'd be kind of like Micah Parsons, like the Cowboys coming at him, offering him like 23, 25,
Okay.
when he could easily like start at like 32. So Blue Jays need him really badly. They've swung and missed, pun intended, on a lot of the free agents the past few years trying to pair with Vladdy, but they've always been second place. That's why they had to overpay for Santander earlier this offseason. So they got to keep him. They got to fork it up, or they're going to end up... I saw they're now like interested in hearing what he's worth like on the trade market, but they trade him. That fan base is going to be pissed.
Is there any type of tag they can use like they do in NFL or NBA, like where they
No.
match? They can't match?
Well, I mean, like,
that's
in
rough.
theory, they can match, but it's not like NBA where, like, if you match, you automatically have to
Go
take
back
the
to that
offer.
team, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Dang.
yeah, bro. So, it's going to be tough because Vlad said he doesn't want to negotiate, like, in season. Like, he wants to focus on ball. That's why the deadline was last night, but they didn't want to pay up, and now they're going to... They might lose out on him because I think
the brakes
Bo's already... I think Bo Bichette's going to leave as well, so it could get ugly in Toronto quick. That's why that Tony deal is not that... That's why I said that Tony deal has a poor outlook if they don't keep Vlad. But someone who did find a contract Oh my God! Hooray! Alex Bregman signs with the Boston Red Sox.
You don't just absolutely love the Red Sox, bro?
Woo. No, I hate the Red Sox and I hate Bregman. Like this is a match made in hell. Bregman was one of the main cheaters on the Astros when they cheated in the World Series, and then the Red Sox just. I already don't like the Red Sox for obvious reasons.
Now, when you say cheating, is it like gamesmanship, where it's just within the rules of the game, or is it like
No,
legit
brother,
cheating?
it's cheating.
Okay.
So they would have the like TV cam, because you know like TV cam's like behind the pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
So catchers used to put down fingers to indicate which pitch. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
So
One thing I actually do know.
Right. So they would be watching the TV in the dugout and see the catcher's fingers, and then however many fingers he put down is how many times they banged on the trash can. And Jose Altuve wore a little zapper on his chest. They would, because he couldn't hear the trash can, so they would zap his chest.
Was this like confirmed?
Yes. Like dudes got fired.
Well, so what did they? I was about to say, what were the penalties for that?
So GM got fired, manager got fired. I know the players got fined, the ones that were involved. I don't remember if they got suspended.
I'm assuming they didn't take away the trophy though.
No, because the commissioner was like, "Oh, they're just playing for a hunk of metal." MLB is the worst commissioner in all of sports. He makes Roger Goodell look like Jesus.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this dude tries to mess up. This guy actually sucks. Like he actually prevents people from watching his product.
Mm-hmm.
He has this thing called local blackouts.
What is that?
So if you don't use the team official like TV network to watch, every other avenue of watching like League Pass or like Red Zone, for example, blocked. Will not work on that team. So like for example, I live in Maryland, which has MASN, the Orioles network.
Mm-hmm.
If I try to watch it on League Pass or Red Zone,
It'll be blocked out?
it will literally be a black screen and be like, this is blacked
That
out.
doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. And he will not lift it for any reason.
That doesn't make sense to me. That's so weird.
Well, welcome to the lore of shitty commissioner baseball. But yeah, I mean, unbiased.
What's the commissioner's name?
Manfred. Rob Manfred.
Okay.
I knew his last name was Manfred. I couldn't remember his first name. Don't really want to. But yeah, Manfred. There's literally a rule where like the extra inning rule where the runner's on second base automatically, literally called the Manfred man because Manfred came up with the rule.
Mm-hmm.
But unbiasedly, Bregman is like Bregman. So the Red Sox already have one of the best third basemen in baseball in terms
I feel
of
like I
hitting.
should be taking notes on this.
In Rafael Devers.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like who's name an elite young corner, not the best young corner, but one of the elite young corners.
You could say like AJ Terrell.
Okay. So this is like the Falcons having AJ Terrell. Now imagine you only need one corner.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the Falcons having AJ Terrell and then bringing in Marlon Humphrey.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously Marlon's never cheated, but someone like who used to at one point was an all-pro, has kind of dipped in their form, but is kind of bouncing back into like their elite form.
Okay.
So imagine the Falcons only need one corner, and they already have AJ Terrell, but now they've brought in Marlon Humphrey.
Are they letting AJ walk?
No.
Okay.
And AJ's being a dick and refusing to play anywhere else in the field besides third base. So one of them's going to have to move because they both can't play third base.
Mm-hmm.
So I initially thought that Devers was going to move to first or DH because he's not that good of a fielder.
Mm-hmm.
And Bregman isn't the best fielder in the world, but he's better than Devers. So I don't know what's going to happen. They might just move Bregman to second base or shortstop.
And who's the younger one?
Rafi, but he's like this overweight like Dominican dude.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, not a good defender.
Yo, I had a picture in my head, bro. So you got me thinking about that Key and Peele skit.
Oh no. No, not that. But yeah, so I like that they needed another bat So like bringing in a person like Bregman's really good for them, but
Mm-hmm.
the defensively it's going to be weird.
Okay.
So one of them's going to have to move, and Devers has already said he's not, clearly. So we'll see what happens here. Bregman signed a 3-year deal for $120 million, but the last 2 years are player options.
Mm-hmm.
So he can opt out at any time if he has a good year and gets offered a bigger deal somewhere else.
Baseball has like no trade clauses too, right?
If you negotiate that in.
Okay.
But not everybody has that.
Got you.
But no, he does not have a no trade clause. But Red Sox are not done making moves either because they're pursuing Dylan Cease. Oh
He
my
sounds familiar.
God, hooray. Yeah, he's one of the best pitchers in baseball.
Okay.
And I'm pissed because the Orioles are also pursuing Dylan Cease. So, Orioles need a top of the line. So, imagine like you need a wide receiver one. You have a imagine that you're the Green
I
Bay
think I do
Packers
need a
right
wide
now.
receiver one, but I get what
No,
you're
no,
saying.
no.
Okay.
You're like the Green Bay Packers. You have a bunch of young depth,
Oh, okay.
but you don't have that true number
Dog.
one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Orioles are like the Packers. They're trying to trade for Dylan Cease to get that number one guy. Kind of a guy like Devontae Adams, you know.
Cough,
But-
cough.
Yeah, right. So they're trying to get that number one guy because they have a bunch of depth. But now they have to compete with the Red Sox, who are just trying to add like another number one, who even though they just traded for a number one in Garrett Crochet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like trying to have like JJ and Jamar on the same team.
Jeez,
Yeah. Like it's just overkill at this
that's
point.
insane.
Like yeah,
There's no rules for that.
Nope. If you got the money.
Yeah, I guess so. And
So-
then contracts are absurd. So I'm assuming they do.
Yeah. So they're they need another 2 or a 3 pitcher, but they're trying to trade for another one to have 2 ones.
What's the
So,
majority of baseball sales? Tickets or is it viewership?
tickets, TV deals? Most teams make their money on like merch and concessions,
Mm-hmm.
like moving
Okay.
jerseys and buying hot dogs and shit.
That would make
But
sense.
yeah, like most ballparks don't sell out every night. Like the Orioles, I think only have like 10 or 15,000.
I don't
on
think
hand
I've ever
every
been
night.
in the Orioles when it's sold out.
Oh, you got to go if it ever is sold out,
Yeah.
dude. It was a hell of a time.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you want me there because every time I've been to an O's game, I think I'm like 0-5, 0-6.
Oh no!
Yeah, I don't know if you want me there, dog.
Just do what I do and just go to enough of them. They eventually got to win at some point. They're actually good this year, so
Yeah.
they should actually win.
Yeah.
But I think the Padres are low key bluffing on trading Cease because they want like a top prospect back, and neither team has been willing to include one.
Mhm.
So I don't think he gets moved, especially this late. But we'll see. We'll see how desperate they end up getting. Another big piece of news is Mike Trout is officially moving to right field full time. He was at one point in time the best defensive center field in all of baseball, but he can't stop getting injured. So it's pretty much just like the classic scenario of a corner moves to
When the safety.
because he
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that
That's
makes sense.
pretty much how that is. I mean, Mike is in his early to mid 30s now, so he is starting to get up there, and he has like a Moby Dick sized book of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I don't know. The Angels are kind of a cluster F, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They try. I'll give them that. They do try. They sign people every year.
It's like Miles Garrett on the
Browns.
Browns.
Yeah, except they didn't pay a rapist, but
That's
they are trying. The Angels are trying. They're signing people and everything. Like they are trying to field a competitive product, but it is just. I don't think it's gonna be there. I don't think it's gonna be that good. They'll be lucky to be above 500 this year, in my opinion.
Jeez. Oh, they really do
Yeah.
suck, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they overpaid for a lot of people this offseason. So
What's
We'll
baseball?
see.
160 games? That
162.
sounds like overkill, man. That's a lot of games to play.
I mean, that's one of the great things about baseball is that like if you have a really bad loss, like you can just wash it out literally the next day.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
But you gotta think it's not very physically demanding, unless you're a pitcher. But even then, again, pitchers don't play every game.
Yeah. I feel like, bro, throwing my arm, well, first off, we already know I can't really pitch like that anyway. But like just imagining pitching for like 160 games a year.
So if you're a starter, you only play like 32, 33 games a year if you're healthy all season.
Really?
Yeah, you only play like 32, 33 games.
Okay.
I think the most like is like 35, but even then, that's like a number
So what are
one
you
guy.
doing on the later end of the season?
What do you mean? Like, what are you doing when you're not pitching?
Yeah. Unless you're just outfield or something like that. I guess it depends on
I
your skill
mean,
set.
if you're a pitcher that's not starting, most starters get drunk in the dugout because they know they're not pitching that game. No,
So
I'm
that's
not-
really it. They just come into pitching and then just kind of.
Yeah, so if you're a starter, you throw. So let's say you start on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You don't do anything in those 4 games, and then Saturday you're back on the bump pitching again. Now you're still doing stuff off the field.
Yeah, you're
like
still
in terms
practicing
of
and doing
those
whatever.
actual games.
Oh man, let me be a starting pitcher now, man, bro. What?
Especially because they get the bag too.
Dog.
Starting pitchers, if you're a good one, make over like 300 million.
Oh, you're just chilling, drinking beers on the side. Yo,
Now I don't know if they're actually drinking beer because that's what they did in like the 80s, but
they probably are.
I mean I wouldn't be shocked. I mean,
the camera
Yeah,
just
bro.
pans, sipping
no,
on
seriously, the camera will pan to the dugout, and all the other starters are just sitting there just chilling in hoodies and sweats,
Yeah,
just
that's
like
so funny.
spitting sunflower seeds at dudes.
Dog, what the freak?
Yeah. Now, if you're in the bullpen, you normally pitch about. If you're a good one, you'll pitch a little over 70 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
That's if you're one of the good ones. If you're one of the bad ones, it'll be like more towards like in the 50s.
I'm guessing this changes during like playoffs though.
Yeah, playoffs, good relievers pitch pretty much every game.
Mm-hmm.
But during the season, like you don't want to work your reliever too often, so like they'll pitch a game and then they'll be off a game, and then they'll pitch a game and then they'll be off a game, or they'll pitch 2 in a row and then have 2 off and like stuff like that. Like
What
you
are
have
the
to,
most
like,
common
manage
like
them.
pitcher injuries?
Oh,
Only one I
dude,
know is Tommy John, and I don't think that's that common, is it?
Oh, it's very common.
It's very common among
It's
baseball
like
people.
it's like tearing your ACL in football.
Oh, so this probably is very common then. Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
extremely common.
What's the most common? Like a sprained finger or something? Or
most
like
common injury in baseball is normally just like fatigue,
mhm.
like being overworked.
Like exhaustion?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I mean, Tommy John is the most common like serious injury,
That sucks.
and that takes you out for 18 months.
I was about to say that's like tearing the tendons off the freaking bone. Jeez.
So yeah, so there's this one tendon that's right in here called
Mhm.
your UCL, and it snaps. So what they do is they go to your thumb and they take stuff out of here and they put
And
it
put
in
it
there
in
and
there.
patch it up.
Ah.
You have to completely learn how to rethrow a baseball.
I
Yeah.
remember Big Ben went through it. Remember he wasn't shaving until he looked like a freaking
Oh.
caveman, dog.
Man, freaking that's what Brock Purdy did when he got injured against the Eagles.
That was Tommy John?
Yeah,
I didn't know
but
that.
it's football, so it's a different thing.
Mm-hmm. He tore it, or was it like a sprain or something?
Yeah, he tore it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So, but your closer and your what's called setup guys, so like the guys who pitch right before the closer,
Mhm.
those are the ones who pitch the most
Okay.
because they're your best ones. So anytime you have a lead, odds are you're gonna put them in unless you're like blowing them out.
Gotcha.
So that's the pretty simple breakdown of that there. Wow, we really got off the rails there. Moving on.
Hey, it's
I
Unc's baseball camp, man. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
right.
We
Yeah,
learning. We
Get out
learning,
here,
dog.
Out here giving instruction, right? Yeah,
We
absolutely.
learning, dog.
So, I just want to say, Anthony Rendon. We are an anti-Anthony Rendon podcast. That's not a very uncommon take, but I just want to put that out there that that guy can go burn in hell.
Oh
For all
my.
I care. So, Anthony Rendon won the World Series in 2019 with the
Okay.
Nationals. And then he signed a 7-year, $240-some million deal with the Angels.
Okay.
He has appeared in less games than he's missed. He's missed more than he's played since 2020. And he just now is like, yeah, I waited till the day before spring training started to get this massive hip surgery. So,
And he's still getting paid for that?
oh yeah, baseball contracts are fully guaranteed. And he's done this every year. This dude has literally come out and said, hey, how much he hates playing baseball.
And they still keep him on the roster.
Because they're paying him so much money. They're trying to get any ounce of value. But I think this is finally the year they get rid of him.
I mean, they're going to have to do a Browns and just take that dead cap hit, which is what they're going to have
Yeah.
to do with Deshaun.
Well, fortunately, there's no cap So they kind of just
Like
take
what
the dead
Broncos did
money.
with Russ. They got to do that, man. Go ahead and.
Yeah, I mean, he is horrific. Like, and his attitude spreads on the field because he just doesn't even look like he's trying.
Mm-hmm. And how old is he?
He's in his early 30s.
Okay.
Like, bro loves to be injured because he has an excuse not to play baseball.
Got you. That's so crazy.
Yeah, so I just want to put that on the record. We are an anti-Anthony Rendon podcast.
Just let somebody else have that spot, man.
That's
You
what
don't
I'm
wanna-
saying.
Your kids are good, bro. Just like
That's what I'm
retire,
saying.
dog.
The deal's fully guaranteed, so just give it up, dude. But moving on, this one's a kind of a minor piece of news, but the Cubs missed out on Bregman. They replaced him with Justin Turner. 40-year-old Justin Turner still got it. It's like bringing in PJ Tucker. Still got it.
Okay. Or Andy Dalton.
Yeah, still got it.
Oh my gosh, I want to talk about something, but we'll talk about it later on.
All right, we will get onto it. But yeah, that is about it for the baseball news. The Orioles play their first spring training game on Saturday. That'll be sick.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll obviously be watching that, but I'm just happy that the Orioles
Are they open to the public or no?
So they're down in Florida.
I got you.
So they are open to the public. They only put them on. I think they're only airing 8 games this spring. They don't air all of them, but
Got you.
yeah. So I'll be looking forward to that. But that's it for baseball camp for this week. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think about it and what you think we should cover as well. So, yeah. And while you're in the comments section, make sure you are liking and subscribing as well.
Absolutely.
Making sure you are sharing it to your friends who also enjoy sports as well.
Please do.
But moving on to other things that maybe you don't want to share with your friends. The NBA All-Star Weekend, or whatever that was. You can take the reins on this because I didn't even watch it. That's how bad it was.
I watched like some of the first quarter, and then I didn't really realize what the format was going to be. I didn't know they were going to break it off in the quarters. I hated that, dog. Basically, I'm gonna just sum it up for the people. Tyler Hero won the 3-point contest. Matt McClung won the dunk contest. And Steph Curry was MVP of the actual game itself. That's all you guys need to know. Wemby played good. It was fun watching Wemby play.
Wemby got disqualified for something.
Yeah. I didn't see up to that, but all I know is young man was trying his heart out. Steph Curry, I ended up going back and watching some of the highlights, dog. Some of those threes. He did one that was like before half court. It's just like, I'm like, dog, do this in a regular season. I want to see this in a regular season, dog. Like, it's so wild. But, yeah, it wasn't very entertaining. And at this point, it's just like the Pro Bowl, in my opinion. I think it's a dead horse. But what do you think?
I mean, I didn't even watch it. That's what I think of it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, from the sounds of it, I heard the dunk contest was okay at best.
It was okay. Matt did this
Matt,
one where he like jumped over somebody, but then like how many times have we seen that?
And like he jumped over the car, like he did the Blake Griffin special.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that's what won it for him.
Yeah.
But
it was very lackluster all around.
And I heard the 3-point contest was.
I didn't even watch it. I watched some of the
Which is
dunk
so crazy because I remember
and...
being in like middle school and high school and like I sat down and I made sure I watched it. I enjoyed watching those events more than I enjoyed watching the actual All-Star game.
I thought about it only because I knew Dame was going to be in it, but I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Is it sad that I actually enjoy watching the celebrity game more than the other stuff?
No, I don't think so.
Like, I'll actually.
Who was in the celebrity game this year? I don't even know.
Bailey was in it.
You did tell me that. You told me that last week.
I know Drewski and Kai Cenat were like the big.
Yo, I did see the thing. You see where Drewski was like, he thought he should have won MVP?
Yeah.
Yo, had me crying. Yo, he's hilarious.
But like, what does the NBA do at this point?
To fix it?
Yeah. I mean, I know what the problem is.
Fix that trash format, but I think it's mostly the players, like it is in the Pro Bowl, because the players just stopped trying, and then they just turned it into flag. I think, okay, it's a little bit different because it's basketball. You don't have to go flag, but
the players don't care.
They don't care. Like, they're just having fun. You see Steph chucking up these crazy shots because nobody's going to defend it. It's just like, I don't mind scoring. I would like to just see some semblance of them acting like they care. But again, they get paid for going. It's like a nice little relaxing weekend, whatever. So It is what it is. You
And
know what I
then
mean?
LeBron, an hour before it started, was like,
It's just
nah,
like I'm not
I ain't
playing.
playing.
Yeah,
I
so
ain't playing.
it just killed all momentum for it. At this point, I don't know what they can do to fix it. Uh, and then I feel like people would be mad if they removed it. So you know what I mean?
Man,
It's like
yeah.
I
The
don't know how
players,
you fix it.
yeah, the players are just like,
We do not care.
Yeah, but I think they like it because they get like a little break, and it's like,
and they like being on national TV and like
yeah.
being like recognized for
And again,
being
you're still getting
good.
paid for it, so like I think it's like a little break, but at the same time, it's like you're not really treating it like it's
Like
regular.
you don't care about it as a player. Why should I care?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It is a Saturday night. You know how many better things I could be doing
Absolutely.
than watching you not care?
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know how.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the celebrity game. I was watching wrestling.
I watched highlights of that too, and then I watched at the end because it was all everywhere when Drewski thought he won MVP.
I just know my girl Bailey was out there slapping the floor playing some defense. Hell yeah, Bailey. Way to represent the wrestling community, girl.
Oh snap!
We are a pro Bailey podcast. I better not hear any slander about Bailey coming out of your mouth here.
Me, I like Bailey.
Yeah.
You just
okay.
know who my girl is though.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's everyone's girl.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You know what? I'd rather talk about something I actually enjoy watching, unlike the All-Star Weekend, bro. Let's get into some wrestling, man. So
Okay.
this is another thing that we're gonna cover. We're gonna talk about wrestling here, especially because we are on the road to WrestleMania. So if you're not a wrestling fan, you can just skip this part. But
Or if you're just the casual like me, still, it's very enjoyable. Let me tell you what, I wasn't into it like that, but after a couple years from watching it with my boy Cole and just getting into it a lot more, I'm telling y'all, give it a chance. You won't regret it, especially WrestleMania. But yeah, no. When there's any
But
like
here's the
specialty
thing.
events, watch that mess.
that's what I'm saying. Like, here's the thing. Like, if you treat it as going into it as like, well, first off, you can use this as a learning segment as well. Kind of two learning segments here because I'm gonna be talking about the most up-to-date wrestling stuff. But
Right.
if you're one of those callous people that are just like, oh no, I don't want to watch that fake shit. It's just fake.
Just as scripted as football is.
Just yo.
I'm just
Not
saying.
now.
I'm just
Not
saying.
now.
I'm just
Not
saying.
now.
I'm just saying, dog.
Not now. But look, okay, yes, the winner is predetermined, but I have so many videos of these people snapping their legs, genuinely busting their noses open, genuinely cracking their heads open. Like, it is very real. The
They still
physicality is
ad lib the
extremely
whole
real.
match, even though the winner's predetermined. Like they're
That's what I'm
out there
saying.
getting it, bro.
And, like, people are like, oh, I don't want to watch it because it's fake. Okay, you watch Grey's Anatomy. You think they're real doctors?
Do you think George really died on that bus?
Bro, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on.
By the way, I stopped watching there after they killed my man.
Yo,
George
y'all watch
O'Malley.
Love Island. Y'all think that's real?
Love Island's
Like,
crazy.
what? That's what
Matter
I'm
of fact,
saying.
wait, I got something to say. It's just a quick tangent. All these shows be having the same people come on. Love Island, I was about to say Love on the Spectrum. That's a whole different show. But
Crazy.
Love Island, freaking Real World, all that. They just circle the challenge. They just circle the shows. It's the same people over and over again. And you try to
Bro,
tell me that's
what
real.
I'm saying. Like, yo, y'all really love, like, the Rocky series, like the movies? He ain't an actual boxer! Like, just look at it that way. Like, rather than trying to watch it for the, I want to watch them fight like real men. No. Get invested in the characters.
Them slaps and them slams be real, dog. Them things hurt.
No, facts. But, like, don't watch it, like, to watch, like, fighting. Watch it to actually get involved and get emotionally invested with the characters. That's what makes wrestling so good is the week to week emotional investment in the characters. You want to see how they get better. You want to see how they reach the top. Oh, this guy just called me a bitch and challenged me next Monday on Raw. Oh, well, I know this guy. I like this guy. I don't like this guy. So I would like to see them clash and see who wins. So for
I think the
those people-
over the top nature of it is what makes it for me, because it's larger than life characters, and these people are committing themselves to these roles that they made for themselves, and that they play to a T. Like Roman Reigns, I'm starting to think Roman Reigns is just like that IRL, because he's a dog, dude.
He is a dog.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's fun to watch, man. So y'all should give it a chance for sure.
Yeah, if you're watching right now, Google Aura and Roman Reigns will pop up. That dude has the
Bro
most
said
aura
Google
I've ever
Aura.
seen in my life.
Yo,
he has got to be the coolest person on the planet.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Like, I'm not gonna get into it because it'll make me sound a little. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
you're doing tricks.
Yeah, right. So we're not gonna get into that. But Google them on your own time, bro.
Oh, that was
Google
funny.
them on your own time. And here's the thing, like, if you actually want to get into wrestling, A, reach out to me. I can give you plenty of recommendations to look up to get you into it. But B, if you actually give it a chance. So here's how I would recommend getting into it. Watch 4 episodes and 1 pay-per-view. So, like, for example, like, Elimination Chamber is not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So if you watch the 4 Monday Night Raws and the 4 SmackDowns leading up, and then watch Elimination Chamber, if you watch all 8 of those shows and that pay-per-view and don't get emotionally invested in anybody, then you like aren't even trying to like.
There's got to be one person that you think looks cool or like did a cool move.
That's
or
what I'm
something,
saying. Like if you watch all 8 of those episodes and that pay-per-view and don't get invested in anybody, you're trying not to like it. Mm-hmm. So all I ask is go into it with an open mind, and instead of going into it expecting to watch fighting, go into it trying to be entertained.
Yeah, not everything can be the UFC is what I will say, and I love the UFC.
Amen.
Love the
UFC, if you want to watch people fight and go fist to cuffs, UFC is your thing. If you want to watch people and you want to watch the drama and the soap opera, WWE is your thing. So, I personally like the drama.
This still gives you a little bit of both, in my opinion. It gives you a little
I
bit
like
of both.
that he got in his face and called him a bitch and then talked about his dead father and then he got chokeslammed. Like, I think that's cool. So, just give it a shot. But, anyways, that was a very long wind-up for this pitch. Okay, as I mentioned, Elimination Chamber is next Saturday, but they just set the chamber matches, and I'm very, very excited. Let me pull up the list real quick. I'm very excited about these chamber matches, dude. They went all out this year, low key. Mm-hmm. So this year's chamber match. So for those who don't know what Elimination Chamber is, it is this death-like cage that is 2.5 miles of pure steel. So if you're not in the ring, you are performing your moves onto steel. Mm-hmm. That is for shoot, and in wrestling that means for real. Yep. So 4 people start in pods. 2 start, and every so often, 1 person gets released till all 6 are released. The last person standing wins the shot to fight for the belt at WrestleMania. But this year's men's match, dude, is insane. John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Damian Priest, and Seth freaking Rollins.
John Cena on his farewell tour, man.
Dude, I hope John wins. I don't think he's going to. I'm not going to lie. I don't think he's going to.
To win?
I don't think
he's to retire?
No, I think he's going to win.
Okay. I don't think
I want him to.
Maybe they want him to go back on top, just for one last time, just to pay homage.
I'm rooting for him, obviously, but I don't think he's going to win. Honestly, I could see it being CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, or Seth Rollins. Mm-hmm. Any of those 3, really. So, I'm extremely excited about that. All 6 of those are 6 of the greatest in the world currently. So, there's not a single weak link in that match. So, that's going to be a hell of a match. And in the women's match, not to be outdone by the men, Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez, dude. That is going
only
to
2
be
I don't
so
know,
good.
or no, I don't know Roxanne Perez.
Oh, you got to get hip on her.
Yeah, I don't know her. Everybody else
dude,
I know.
She's young. Like, she's 23.
Okay.
Like, she is, like, and she's on a meteoric rise right now. Like, she has a jetpack on her back with how good she's been lately, dude. Mm-hmm. She's just extremely talented. Okay. I'm so happy she's getting a push. She's not going to win. They're not going to give that to her yet, but I'm so excited to see how she looks in there. I think whoever wins this faces Rhea. So it'll either be Alexa Bliss or Bianca Belair, in my opinion. If it's Roxanne, anyway. I'll be shocked.
They're going to lose anyway. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Rhea's always winning. She hasn't wrestled in a couple weeks. I'm kind of bummed out.
Oh, she don't got to. It's all right. I've been seeing her anyway.
We haven't seen her in a couple weeks. I think she's just been enjoying a little time off before this road to WrestleMania starts. Mm-hmm. But WWE's been on fire lately. My boy Penta, dude. I got my new 3-point celebration anytime I play basketball. So there's this over 6 foot luchador named Penta, mm-hmm. who's in WWE now, and he's the best luchador in the world. and he has this really cool thing. You gotta watch Penta, dude. Next time we watch wrestling, he's
Okay.
absolutely insane.
I probably
Or just
like
look him up. Just look him up. Like he
Penta?
looks.
Okay.
Yeah, look him up right now.
Penta.
P-E, like pen what you write with T-A, one word. Those watching, look him up as well.
Oh, he
Can't
looks
tell me-
cool.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
a big boy.
Yes, and he
He-
flies around
dude's
like
40?
a luchador. Yeah, and he flies around like a luchador.
Dog's knees is crazy. 40 years old. He looks cool though.
Man, and his thing. So you know how like wrestlers have their signature like thing they do like with their hands or like their signature dance or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Penta's is so cool. It's George Kittle's. George Kittle does it for his first down
Oh, like the
celebration.
yeah,
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 that's him.
yeah.
So next time I join that basketball league and I hit a three, I'm going down the court.
Yeah.
Man, just be walking around the house doing that stuff, man. He's so cool. Even Haley really likes Penta. She's a big fan of him.
There.
So right now, Haley's biggest fan of Drew McIntyre, Rhea Ripley, Damian
About to
Priest.
say, I already knew Drew McIntyre was one of them.
Penta has pretty gone up that list. Logan Paul was near the top of that because she knows who he is. She obviously likes Cody. I mean,
Cody Rhodes.
but she's
yeah.
also starting to develop people that she doesn't like, and that's
Okay.
how I know she's getting into it
Okay.
because she's starting to not like people.
Who's one of them?
So she really does not like Ludwig Kaiser,
Who's that?
the really skinny dude that's dating Tiffany Stratton, the one that's like 12 years older than her.
Hold on.
So it's LUD, wig like
LUD.
what you wear, space K. He should pop.
Oh,
up.
I see him. Oh, him. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, she does
Okay.
not like him at
Okay.
all.
Oh, he's kind of funny looking though.
And he's dating Tiffany Stratton.
Yikes.
How?
Yeah, I've seen him before.
He'll
I've
never
seen
be
him
a
before.
champion in WWE, but he's a champion out of the ring. Good for him,
Yeah.
dude. Way to punch above your weight, buddy. But anyways, and she doesn't like Kevin Owens either.
I like KO.
Yeah. And she doesn't like CM Punk. She thinks he's a dick.
He is, but that's what he's supposed to
I know
be,
that's
you
the
know
point.
what
I was like,
Yeah.
I wish you knew the lore of CM
Yeah.
Punk. Oh, but yeah, and like she's like interested in like we've been watching like Raw and SmackDown like Mondays and Friday nights. Like she's actually been interested in watching it. So we'll see. She says she's gonna watch it all until WrestleMania because she knows she has to watch Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania. So she's like, if you're gonna make me watch it, I at least want to know what's happening.
So
There's no way-
so she's
there's
invested.
no-
I like that.
There's no way she's gonna watch till April and then not like it. You
That's
know
what
what
I'm
I mean?
saying.
So
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that.
That's cool.
But yeah, so Elimination Chamber is shaping up to be an awesome card. They're having Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. They're both from Canada, and Elimination Chamber is in Toronto. So they're gonna be fighting each other in their home country.
Okay,
and it's
I like
an
that.
unsanctioned match, which means no DQ.
I like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be fire, dude.
You're gonna
I'm
see some
excited
crazy
for it.
stuff. They're gonna. Do they still do the thing where they pull stuff from underneath the ring?
Oh yeah,
Just- yeah.
oh yeah. That's where you get all the
That's my favorite
objects.
thing to do. Yeah.
Dude, your boy Jey Uso is white hot right now.
Really?
That's who won the Rumble. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do remember him winning the Rumble.
Yeah. Yeet. Haley does not like him either.
I like him. I like Jay.
She doesn't like him because they spend 10 minutes of just the crowd just. And she's like, can we hurry up?
See, they gotta hype up the crowd. They're entertainers. That's what they gotta do,
Yeah.
man. If you're there, it's a different story.
Oh, if you're there, dude, it's
Yeah.
electric. I can only
Yeah.
imagine. But yeah, so WWE is swinging a hot bat per usual. I'm very excited.
Well, like we talked about, just real quick. I know we're going to be moving on, but just real quick. I know just in recent years, I love how much of a comeback it's making. Like when we were younger, it's a big thing, and then it just kind of died down a little bit as people got older. But now I feel like just all around, all ages, I'm seeing it everywhere.
Well,
especially with
I
the
can
rise of
explain
social
why.
media.
So when we got to about now, this is speaking from someone who's a lifelong WWE fan. So I've been in the trenches. What I'm about to talk about are the trenches. Okay, talking about like that 2017 to 2020 WWE booking was horrific, horrible booking. That's why people stopped watching it because the booking was so bad. And then Triple H is finally in charge of booking, and now voila, everyone enjoys it again because they actually are properly booking. Like, at least Jey Uso, I didn't expect him to win, but at least I understood why.
Yeah.
In, like, 2016, 2017 to 2020, dudes would be winning, and you're like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Why are they winning? So, I'm not as tore up when people win as long as I understand why. So, WWE swinging a hot bat booking-wise. That's why everyone's back into it. But I was a WWE fan when it wasn't cool.
Man said, I've been here since the trenches.
Dude, 2017 to 2020 was bad times. Bad times. Like, even I was, like, not even really watching. Like, I was keeping tabs on everything, but even I was like,
we're in the rough step right now.
Yeah, it was bad times. But, all right, we can move on to our last little bit of football talk before we go on and get up.
You want me to get into the football stuff?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Okay, so first up we got I'm going to start years ago, Richie Incognito. Well, we know Richie Incognito. He was a guard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guard. He played majority of the Bills.
And Raiders, I believe.
Bills, Raiders guard, Richie Incognito. If you guys don't know him, he's been in the headlines for some crazy stuff over the years. But this time, he gets acquitted. If anybody remembers Jonathan Martin, he was an old lineman for the Dolphins. Him and Richie were on the same team. There was somebody else that he was saying was messing with him too. But basically, apparently there was a whole hazing scandal going on with Richie and the other guy, talking about like voicemails with Richie being racist and also saying like cuss words, cussing him out, things of that nature. And then it turned into like, it was a lawsuit too, right? And then Richie ended up getting suspended for like 2014.
I remember the suspension. I don't remember if it was a lawsuit.
It might not have been a lawsuit, but Richie got suspended. This was 2013 season. He got suspended for the 2014 season. And, he had already, Richie's a weird guy. There's already been things out of it. So, like, this was just, adding to it. But recently, it got brought back up. It resurfaced. And Richie Incognito went on Twitter just to defend himself. So, I got the tweet right here.
Oh, yeah.
Jonathan Martin says he never believed for a second that he was bullied by Richie Incognito. Bullygate was a lie. And then it goes with Richie Incognito saying he couldn't cut it in NFL, so he quit, and his mom blamed me. Legacy media pushed this narrative long and far. Too bad it was all a lie. They lied to protect his money. He quit. The team had every right to claw back that money. His mom started the bullying narrative with ESPN.
So, Richie Incognito really said,
we're not going to apologize for winning.
Basically. And this tweet, the original tweet it has 8 million views. It's not from like, now I will say this. It's not from like Schefter or somebody. It's not like an official news source. But so again, it's not completely, true, but like from what it's saying, if this is true, Richie is acquitted.
Bro, what was the dude's name that said said Richie was a bully again?
Jonathan Martin.
Jonathan Martin really said,
"Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here."
Yeah. So again, we don't know for sure. I guess we'll see how it continues to develop since it just resurfaced after like 10 years, but for now, it's seeing like there's some holes in the story, but we'll see. I'm assuming there's something. There's got to be something with an investigation and with Richie getting suspended. They have to have found something. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sure. So here's the thing, as you know, as a former offensive lineman yourself, they bust each other's balls. I mean, that's a real thing. Like, there's a lot of stuff I'm sure you and I have said to each other that if it got shown out of context, people would be like,
canceled.
damn,
Yeah,
they hate each other. What
and
the
I'm like,
hell?
no, we just play around. But
yeah, we're just brothers that bust each other's balls sometimes.
And it's locker room
that's
talk.
That's just dudes being dudes.
Exactly.
So I can see that being the case with Richie, where like, yes, out of context that looks really bad, but I'm sure if you put it in context. Now, I'm not really a Richie defender normally, but
about to say Richie's done some things, but at the same time,
I'm sure if you put it in context, it's not that bad.
Yeah,
like it's normal like locker room stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll take it with a grain of salt. Like, I'm sure he said some really nasty things.
And my thing, we're gonna also have to see if Jonathan Martin responds, like if this is actually what he said, or if this was just something that was, you know what I mean? Like I'd have to see like an interview or like some type of article from a more credited source,
or like his Twitter or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, good for Richie getting the acquittal. Better late than never, but
Yeah.
man.
All right. Well, with that being said, we'll go into our next piece. So T-Law finally shuts down the Steelers rumors.
Damn it!
So on Twitter recently, there was a Twitter user that came out and was saying that that the Steelers had, it was a Steelers insider, I forgot his name, basically was saying that the Steelers
Mark
had
Caboli.
inquired. Yeah. Oh, I can't stand Caboli, and I used to follow him. He's just as bad as Mark
Caboli.
Madden, bro. I can't stand Caboli.
I love
bro.
Caboli.
But
what a
he's
character.
okay. I'm not gonna say he's real when it comes to like their shortcomings. Like he doesn't sugarcoat it when it comes to the Steelers. I like that. But like some of the stuff that he says is outlandish. But moving back to the piece of news, that the Steelers inquired for T-Law for a first and a second, which is first off they would have given up more than that off a $250 million contract quarterback. Like even with his play, I think it would be at least 2 firsts and maybe like a good player or a third. I think it'd be 2.
T-Law?
I think it'd be 2.
Dude.
We're still talking about a starting caliber quarterback with a $250 million contract. You know what? Okay, I would walk that back only because of that contract because they're going to have to take the brunt of that.
Dude, 2 1s for a guy.
So you think a 1 and a
not...
second is going to get it done if he gets traded, though?
Yes, I was shocked he got a 1. Like, I mean, Trevor Lawrence, like, he's to the point now where, like, okay, like, you're done living off of what your potential was. What are you now?
Exactly.
And what he has shown us now has not been worthy of a first, 2 1s, let alone maybe a first and a second with that contract on top of it. If T-Law was still on his rookie deal, I'd be like, yeah, a 1 and a 2, that works. But you got to pay him that kind of bread and a 1 and a 2? Oh, no. You get one or the other.
Yeah, I agree. I also wanted to say, and I hope this isn't the truth, I was going to say this earlier. I'm seeing reports that the Steelers are interested in a certain quarterback who used to be in New York. Cole, I don't want to wipe that smile off your face. Apparently, he fits Arthur Smith's scheme, and they can do a lot worse than Daniel Jones. Oh, my freaking gosh.
You know,
Cole?
I may not be right in the moment, but I'm always right at some point.
Cole, if we sign Daniel Jones, I will not watch this season.
Oh,
If
no,
Daniel Jones is the best quarterback in my roster going into 2026.
I'm not talking about Daniel Jones.
Who are you talking about? DeVito?
No, the other New York quarterback.
Shador? Okay. Who are we talking?
I'm going to punch you in the throat.
Who's the other?
Rodgers, dumbass.
Rodgers? Oh, you talking about? Yo. Okay, I would take A-Rod. I'm taking A-Rod over Daniel Jones any day. Any day of the week.
Obviously.
Any day of the week.
I thought you were talking about A-Rod originally. That's why I was taking my...
Heck no. You didn't know Daniel Jones? We're interested in Daniel Jones? And then he died?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because we want mobility to the quarterback position.
All I've heard is Justin Fields and Aaron Rodgers.
True.
So that's why when you talk about a New York quarterback, I was like...
Well, no, I've been hearing
right in the
Justin
moment,
Fields
but
going
I am
to
now.
New York. I've been seeing stuff about Justin Fields going to New York.
I've been seeing things about Justin Fields going to anywhere that needs a quarterback.
Honestly, that's the same with the Steelers because they got us getting T-Law, they got us getting Kyler, they got us getting Kirk Cousins, they got us. Yeah, bro, I'm tired of it.
Dude, if Arizona offered you Kyler, you take that deal.
I'm taking Kyler over anybody else right now. But yeah. So T-Law shuts down rumors to the Steelers. Not surprised. This wasn't going to happen anyway.
He shuts down the rumors. Unless he has a no-trade clause that I forgot about.
He does have a no-trade clause.
He does?
Yeah, he talked about it in his interview, too, when he was shutting it down. Like, I watched the clip. He has a no-trade clause.
Who is his agent?
I don't know. But he has a no-trade clause.
Hang on.
Yeah, he has a no-trade clause.
Trevor Lawrence.
He talked about it because he was saying the GM texted him and was like, I'm sorry I even have to say this, but you know this is not from us, right? And he was like, yeah. And he was like,
no. I believe you about the no-trade clause.
I'm just saying in general. I was saying what the GM said.
James Corey of MGC Sports.
Who else has he
Welcome
represented?
To the Hall of Fame, brother.
Who else has he
Welcome to the
represented?
Hall of Fame.
Does it say any of his other clients?
I'd have to look him up. Hang on.
Okay.
But yeah, James Corey, welcome to the Agent Hall of Fame, brother. Good job.
Facts. Factual.
All right, let's see who he represents. Clients. Oh, he literally has 2 players that are clients, and one of them is
T-Law
Trevor Lawrence.
and
I don't know if you're gonna know this guy.
who?
You would bet he's definitely better known for his college days. He's a receiver, a white receiver.
Okay.
Played in the ACC.
Okay. Is he currently in the league?
No, but he should be.
So
So
he's college or is he a free agent?
No, he's in the NFL now, but he's better known
Oh.
for like being a dog in college.
Um,
He's only been with one team that I know of,
what team?
the Raiders.
You're not talking about Renfro.
I am talking about Renfro.
Oh, Renfro. Okay.
Yeah. So those are this dude's only 2 clients. James, congrats on getting in the NFL Agents Hall of Fame with only 1 client, brother.
Okay.
Dude, what a deal that dude negotiated is. All that money and a
no trade clause, yeah.
Oh my god, that dude, he deserves every penny of
Which
his.
is wild that they gave T-Law of all quarterbacks a no trade clause. Now that I'm
That's
thinking
what I'm
about it.
saying.
Wow.
They're like, nah, we don't want a way out of this deal.
They really thought that he was gonna. Okay. Wow. And then we have just moving on. We got one more piece of football news. So the Rams and Matt Stafford, their talks have stalled. They want to renegotiate his contract because first off, he's old as dirt. He's like 38 now. He's almost
We had
40.
the same problem last year.
So, in my opinion, I thought he was going to do it only because of him in the interviews talking about how he wanted to retire in LA and how LA was home and felt like home. And I'm like, okay, if they wanted him to do a hometown discount, especially with the roster that they have, even with all the money and stuff, they still got a pretty decent roster. And it's younger because they've done good in the draft recently. But I guess not. I don't know.
No, that's the problem. Was last year when they had this problem is because Stafford wanted more money, and now it's the same thing this year. He wants more money again.
Which is wild. I think, like, come on, bro. Like, you're still top 10, but, like, just barely maybe? Like, you got Stafford top 10?
I mean, like, borderline. But, like, I don't hate him for wanting to run his money up, but at this point, bro, shouldn't you have enough?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's like, I want a ring, so let me just get the money again.
Dude, I mean, shouldn't he have enough by now?
Yeah, Detroit damn sure paid him enough, so I'm just saying, I don't know.
I don't know what kind of life him and his crazy wife be living.
Yeah.
Oh, I better not say that. She'll call me out on her podcast.
And for our last topic of the day, we got top franchise tag candidates. We're not going to go through like a whole list, so just name
one
some
of
of
them
your.
already got announced.
I was about to say, name some of your tops that you think will get tagged or probably needs to get tagged.
Well,
if they don't negotiate.
I'll take the easy one.
Okay.
T. Higgins.
T. Higgins.
They already said they're going to do it again.
Doesn't mean he'll sign it though. They might find the hell out of that young man.
$27 million
For a year, I would take it, but
I would take it.
I would run it back one more year with my quarterback. But the thing is, if he has a down year, he messed up his whole.
But here's the thing: he had a down year this year, and he was still expected to get big money.
True.
So I think this is actually better for him because not only does he get big, like top 10 bread, but then like it gives him another year to build his value,
True.
and another year to get a ring with his homies.
Very true. And they're going to be a lot better than they were last year. I hope they're not putting up 40 a game and their defense gets better. That's scary, especially for our division. Yeah, I hope they're ass. I know the Browns are going to be.
I hope the Bengals are 8-9.
No, I hope they're worse than that.
No.
They're too talented, but I hope they're worse than that.
No. You're not thinking properly, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want all of your division opponents besides you to go 8-9. You know why?
So they're not good enough to get a top draft pick.
They don't make the playoffs, but they're outside of the top 15.
So you want them to be the Steelers, but like slightly worse.
I want them to, be the Steelers, but like 4 draft picks lower.
Dang, that kind of hurt me to say that, but it's the truth.
You said it, not
All
me,
right.
bro.
My top franchise tag candidate, I don't know how much the value would be. Sam Darnold.
Oh, yeah, I've heard his name out there. I heard they're not going to do it, but
I don't think they would. Again, I don't know how much the tag would be. I'm probably definitely more than 30 plus, north of 30 plus. I would assume.
I'm trying to see who all is like the cream of the crop for this class.
Trey Hendrickson, right?
I don't know if he has another deal or not.
I think you're right. I think he's a free agent. Never mind.
Here, let's see who all is a free agent. Oh God, these are such long lists, dude. Just give me the sum up of who's the best.
Give me the good stuff.
Only the good ones are getting tagged. Oh, you know who's a good candidate? Oh,
Who?
I don't know if he can be franchise tagged now that I think about it.
Who?
But if they can, they should franchise Zach Bond, the Eagles.
He was only on a 1 year, right?
Yeah. So
No,
I
he's a
don't know
free
if
agent. They can't tag him. I don't think. Because I think the tag is only
the one to do it.
if you're still on what got like another year left, right? Not like a
No,
free
the
agent.
franchise tag is like you're about to hit free agency.
Okay, I thought it was you had one more year. No, because that's a
But I
fifth
know-
year.
I know
You're
some
right.
people are exempt from it, so he might be exempt. But if he's not, the Eagles should look into that. Oh, here's a good one: Trey Smith, the guard for the Chiefs.
Is he young?
he's
How old is he?
He's like in his mid-20s.
Okay,
He's,
so it'll
he's
probably
already
be a
one
hot
of the best guards
commodity.
in football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he'll
Oh
be a
yeah.
commodity.
Offensive
Well, they
line
better
really-
tag him or re-sign him because do you see what happened in the Super Bowl?
Right. I don't know. Here's another one. The Bucks could franchise tag Chris Godwin. I don't know if he's available for that.
Apparently, they were talking about keeping him at all costs. So I think that's going to happen, or they're going to try to negotiate.
Ooh, can you imagine if the Texans franchise tagged Stephon Diggs?
You know what's so wild? Think about this,
What,
bro.
him and Cardi B?
No, that's why I didn't hear about that. What's that? Okay, hold on. Hold that for 1 second. Hold that for 1 second. Then you know what? Now I want to hear that, and then we'll go into what I was saying. So what happened?
So it started way back in Cardi B's last pregnancy.
Okay.
Allegedly, Stephon Diggs and her were dirty dancing with a month to go, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh.
And now those rumors have only been fueled more because they were spotted hanging out at a hotel at 2 a.m. on Valentine's Day.
No, I didn't know Stephon had it like that.
Stephon gonna get killed.
Oh boy, Offset not gonna like that one.
I know.
But no, think about like where they were a year ago. We said they had 3 number ones. This year, we're saying they need to draft a receiver probably in the first round, dog. It's
Well,
insane.
I was not saying that, but I have heard that.
Dog.
I
So
was saying the
who's
3 ones.
is only
I was
Nico
saying-
under contract right now?
No, Tank is, but he's gonna be out.
Tank's like, yeah, I was about to say Tank has been too injury prone though. You can't really rely on Tank.
And I really like Xavier Hutchinson that they have.
I
He
don't even know
stepped
him.
up, I feel like.
I'm about to say I don't know him.
He stepped up, I feel like. And then they got Mechie, who's not bad.
Mechie's not really good either though.
That's what I'm saying. He's not bad.
Yeah.
But
Apparently Texans fans don't really like him like that.
Mechie?
Yeah.
His
Just-
career never got off the ground.
I was about to
because
say it's just based off of play. It's not based off of what he went through. Everybody knows what he went through.
Yeah, his career never got off the ground because of that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they could use another receiver. I don't think they should use. I think they need to get him offensive line help. I think that's what they need to spend their first round pick on. But I don't know. Houston's got to. They got to figure something out because regressing like that got Bobby Slowick fired.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to figure something out.
But I think that's all we got, bro. Is there anything else you wanted to
Yeah.
get into before we close out?
Nah, I think, like I said, we had a very well-rounded episode. I'm very
Most
happy
definitely.
about this. So, yeah, bro. Take us out?
All right. I want to say thank you to the people always. Please like, share, subscribe, whatever platform, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, TikTok, Insta. Please go follow, go like, go subscribe, share it to anybody who's a sports fan, comedy fan, anything like that. If you just want to hear us just chat, just share. You know what I mean? But again, we're trying to make this thing huge. Also, thank you for the support on the last episode. Last episode did really well. We're trying to build off that momentum. So we just want to thank you. Anything you got, bro, before we close out?
Nah, I just appreciate everyone, and I appreciate you all helping this thing grow. and that this is my dream. So this is all I got. So let's make it something, shall we? But nah, I love and appreciate you, bro, and I love you fans. Appreciate y'all. See ya.